Hello everybody, it's Thursday and time for a creative activity, and I'm running a little bit late. It's after 4:30, but I'm here. So today we're going to do an activity that relates to our story that we had on Monday, and that story was about 4 friends. And do you remember what those friends did? What did they do for their other friend? I'll give you a hint. Their other friend was sick. He was paralyzed and couldn't walk. Do you remember what they did? They tried and they tried and they didn't give up, and they lowered him into a house, right, through the roof, so that Jesus could heal their friend who was paralyzed. So we're going to do a craft today that reminds us of that story and reminds us to be good friends and to not give up and keep helping our friends no matter what. So our craft today looks like this. This is, I have to turn it now and show you what's on the paper. This is the paralyzed man, and he's laying on a mat. And then we're going to put ribbon or string or yarn onto the 4 corners, and this is how his friends lowered him into the house. So then when you make this, you could hang it somewhere in your bedroom, or maybe you hang it on a dresser knob, or maybe you hang it on your fridge to remind you of the story when the paralyzed man was lowered through the roof so that Jesus could heal him. So here are the supplies that you need. You need a piece of paper, about half a sheet. It can be any kind of paper you want. White paper, blue paper, heavy paper, light paper, doesn't matter. So this is mine. Then you need either a hole punch or a pair of scissors. Oh no. Oh, here they are. And those are going to be used to make the holes to put your string or yarn or ribbon or fishing line or dental floss, anything that you can use to make the string part that is used to lower it, okay? And then just some markers to decorate. So the first thing you'll do is you'll take this paper and you'll draw your paralyzed man on his rug. And I gave my guy a happy face because he was excited to be getting closer to Jesus and hopefully healed. Now, some people put a sad face on him because he's hurt and he's tired and he's sad because he's paralyzed. Either way is right. It just depends on where you're at in the story, right? He's sad and he's scared at the beginning of being lowered, but then when he's getting closer and closer to Jesus, he gets excited. And then off to the side, I wrote, "Thank you, friend," because just imagine how grateful he was for his friends who wanted to help him, who took him to Jesus, who kept trying to get him closer to Jesus no matter what. So he was so thankful. So I wrote, "Thank you, friend," to remind myself that I need to appreciate my friends who helped me. So we'll make him, and then you're going to draw his mat. So see how this kind of looks like a rug? I made mine look like a rug. You could cut up here little tassels if you wanted to. You can just use your colors or your markers or your pens or even just a pencil and just draw the mat that he's laying on, okay? Now the next part, I'm not going to draw all of that on here because I'm going to go on to the next part, which is attaching your straps that they use. So you're either going to use scissors or a hole punch, and you're going to put a hole in each of these 4 corners, okay? I'll show you how to do it both ways. So if you use a hole punch, just make sure that you put your hole a little ways in so that the paper doesn't rip, okay? So you can either do holes in all 4 corners, or you can do something with your scissors So what you do for this is you fold this corner in like that. And then I'm going to cut a little slit right there. Do you see that? And then when you open it back up, there's an opening there. And your string can go through that if you don't have a hole punch. Let me get mine through there and I'll show you how that works. It's a little bit harder, but it just takes some patience. See that? My string goes right through that slit. So then once you have all those holes done or slits, then you're going to take your ribbon or your string or whatever it is you have, string it through there like this, and then tie it in a knot at the edge of the paper. Now, don't pull it too tight or else that's going to rip, okay? So just tie it so that it's kind of tight and make a knot. Now mine, I took from one corner over to the other diagonal corner. So I tied the same string from this corner up here to this corner down here. So I'm going to put this one through and tie another knot. If you think you hear Vince in the background, you're right. He's giving a drum lesson out in the office, so you can kind of hear him. So there's one strap, and then I'm going to tie the other one through these two holes. So they're going to go the opposite direction. Try and do it quick so you don't have to wait on me. I can't believe that it's snowing outside again. I'm kind of getting a little tired of the snow. All right, one more knot. And if you need to ask one of your favorite grown-ups to help you, I'm sure that they would be willing to help you tie your knots and get your holes. And then you have your straps all done. And they kind of crisscross like that, and you can just hold them together right in the middle. And that's it. So that is your paralyzed man on his mat. And this can remind you that as a friend, you can always help. You can keep trying, you can not give up, and you can do everything you can to help a friend if they need it. All right, that's our creative activity for today. So the next thing that will be coming up is Saturday night at 6 o'clock and Sunday morning at 9:30. I will be here at worship and I will be giving a children's message. So if you'd like to come to church, we are open. And if you can't make it to church, our service will be online and you can access it any time of the day. Doesn't matter which day, doesn't matter what time, and you can participate in worship that way. And then I'll be back on Monday with another lesson. Also, just a reminder that Ash Wednesday is coming next Wednesday. So there will be a special video on Wednesday, and you received a packet in the mail. So ask your special grown-ups to go find that packet and have it ready to go on Wednesday, okay? All right, you guys have a good weekend, and you be safe. Make sure that you have a coat and gloves if you're gonna go outside, because it is cold. All right, you guys take care, and I will see you soon. Love you all.